Welcome back. It was just another pool day at the Hassig household until father of three, Brad, fell unconscious while doing breathing exercises underwater. His two sons and neighbour Sam sprang into action. 10-year-old Christian ran to get help and his twin, Bryden, started CPR on his father.
And then after the paramedics arrived, Brad was rushed to hospital, and thanks to the heroic efforts of the boys, he was released just 24 hours later. It is an incredible story. Brad and his sons, Christian and Bryden, join us now, live from Alabama. Thank you so much for joining us, guys, to share this story. Now, Christian, to you first, you were the one to notice that your dad was unconscious in the pool. How did you react?
At first, I was very scared, and then I knew God was with me, so I sprang into action, alerting my brother.
Amazing.
Wow, what a great response. And Bryden, you recalled how to do CPR after watching Hook and the Sandlot. Is that right? What was going through your head?
I'm like, how did this happen? And I have to jump in now.
Yeah, it's interesting. I went back and watched those scenes in the movies, and they're not the perfect examples of how to do CPR, but I imagine they just gave you the confidence to actually step in and do something.
Yes.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good, good. You boys are so impressive. Brad, let's bring you in. Dad, when you came to, tell us what was going through your head. What did you see? What could you hear? What was happening?
It was just chaos. It went from I was underwater doing these exercises for just peace and relaxation. And I was saying the Lord's Prayer, and I just don't ever remember finishing it. And then next thing I recall, it was nothing but white and peace. And then I slowly started kind of moving to my left side. And then it was like I was slammed into the pool deck. I was struggling to breathe. I'm coughing up blood and water. I'm hearing from one son, Daddy, Daddy, come back. The other one saying, Daddy, you have to be okay. There's first responders everywhere. So it was scary and just chaos.
And Christian, it was you that actually went and got help, which wasn't easy because you couldn't get into your father's phone to call the paramedics. So how did you get them there so quickly?
I sprang to a neighbor's house, but they weren't home at the time. So I start running to the other house, and a car starts driving by, and I stop them.
Wow.
So,
Bryden, Bryden, could you tell us a bit about exactly what you did in the CPR to bring your dad back?
I don't mostly remember it, but I started at the chest and then went down a little to like the stomach. But I don't remember anything about the mouth to mouth. Like, I don't have a memory of it.
Wow.
Yeah, hectic scenes. I'm not surprised that you can't remember it. Brad, you're actually trying to turn this into a good news story for others and improve and inspire people to actually get proper CPR training.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a couple points to really remember. First and foremost, never swim alone. Get trained. I've had so many people reach out to us and tell us that many adults are trained, but they don't even think to get their kids trained in CPR. And the other thing is the importance that I've recently learned. I've had people reach out to me about shallow water blackouts. They're an organization called shallowwaterblackout.org. They also have a Facebook page that explains this. I had no idea what happened to me. I'm fairly fit. I'm a strong swimmer. But that's the type of people that this happens to, and it happens quick. So don't ever see how far you can swim underwater. Don't push yourself holding your breath underwater. I wasn't necessarily doing that. I was just relaxing, but it happens quick.
Yeah.
So, and most importantly, throughout all of this, God's hand was all over all this. They've told me it's an absolute miracle that I lived and that I don't have permanent brain damage. So, the Lord acted through Bryden, Sam, and Christian, and it's a miracle, and I'm grateful.
It's amazing how your young boys responded. They're so impressive, and I'm sure you're very proud. And I bet they're eating ice cream for lunch every day now too.
Whatever they want.
It's like I told you, it's hard to say no. It's hard to say no, and we got them. We got them iPhones, partly as a reward, but part for peace of mind, knowing if an emergency ever comes up.
Yeah.
They know that they'll be able to call. So that's it. Yeah, we try to reward them.
Well done to all of you. And thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
I reckon they should also work on improving the Hollywood scenes around CPR. If you go back and watch those scenes, there was no pumping of the chest. Some of them were actually fake kisses.
Wow.
When they were going from mouth to mouth. It was mermaids kissing Robin Williams in Hook.
So it really is a miracle that Brad is with us.
G'day, it's Ali.
And Karl.
Thanks for watching the Today YouTube channel.
Subscribe now for brand new videos every day and exclusive bonus clips.
Ali, say please.
Please? Why?
Please. I don't know.